Hello, welcome to the University of San Diego Residential Life Roommate Selection Tutorial. This video will demonstrate how to request roommates as well as how to accept requests from friends. Remember, all roommates must mutually agree to live together before you can select an apartment and assign your friends to that same apartment. Here, we're looking at the main Residential Life page. The right column contains our housing sign-up information. When it's time, the link to your housing portal will be posted here. This is the same link where you would have signed up for housing originally. You can also access this link through your My San Diego portal. As a reminder, you can only go through this process once you've completed an application. After clicking on the link, you will be directed to the housing portal login. Enter your USD1 username and password. Click through this first page to see your completed housing application. Select your completed application and click Continue. As you can see at the top, I am currently logged in as John Godfrey. This main page further describes the process for accepting and requesting roommates. At the bottom, there is a place for your accepted roommates as well as a place for your requested roommates. Right now, as you can see, I don't have any. There are two ways to search for roommates. Let's say you don't have anyone in mind to live with, but you would like to search for someone you might be compatible to live with. Select the Browse Matching Roommates link at the bottom of the page. This page shows you a list of students, listed by their usernames, that have completed the housing application. You will notice they are ranked in order of best match based on the profile questions you filled out when completing the application. From here, you can do a number of things. You can see the grade level, as well as the age of a student. You can further view the profile questions and how a student answered, for example, how often they clean their room, or listen to music. You can also send a message to a student, which will be sent to their USD email address. Finally, you can also request a roommate here, but let's not do that yet. Let's go back to the main page for now and take a look at another option to select roommates. Let's select the Search for a Specific Roommate link. This will allow you to select specific students that you have in mind that you want to live with. Search by first and/or last name. I will look for my friend Anthony Zamora, who happens to have an exclamation point in the front of his name. Don't worry, no one else you'll be searching for will have that. Anthony's username will pop up here at the bottom of the page with all the same information that we saw before. Remember, if you can't find your friend here, that may be because they didn't complete a housing application by the deadline. Now let's send a roommate request to Anthony. When we go back to the main page now, we can see that Anthony shows up under my requested roommates. We can see that he is not accepted yet, and we have the ability to cancel that request or send a follow-up email. Now let's take a look at how you might accept a roommate request. Let's log in again. This time, as you can see, I am logged in as Brandon McCreary. Let's click through the application to get to the main page. On the main page, we can see that I have two roommate requests, one that I sent to Pat Marino and one that John Godfrey sent to me. I also have one accepted roommate in Anthony Zamora listed below. You can see that Pat and I don't have much compatibility, but that's only because Pat didn't complete his profile questions in his application. Here, I can cancel Pat's request if I wanted to, and for John, I can accept or decline his request. Before we move on to selecting an actual apartment, I want to make sure that all the students that I want to live with show up in the accepted roommate section. If they don't appear here, you will not be able to add them to the apartment you select later. Let's accept John's roommate request. Once I do that, John will move down from the requested roommate section into the accepted roommate section. At this point, I'm just waiting on Pat to accept my request, and then we will be good to go for room selection. Remember, the person with the earliest housing selection time will be the one assigning all roommates in their apartment. It is most important that they have all the roommates in the accepted roommate section before moving forward. Please remember, if you have any questions, contact Residential Life at housing@sandiego.edu or 619-260-4777. Thank you.